So, Kylie Drew, as I understand it, runs Universal Royalty Pageants in Australia. Kylie, hello.
Hi, that's actually not correct.
Isn't it? What is?
I'm actually helping with some of the administration and some of the press management of Universal Royalty for Annette because she's on a different, she's asleep right now.
But you're not in charge, but you understand the situation and you speak on behalf of?
Yep, that's correct. I've already spoken to her tonight. I woke her up to get some thought on this. I actually also run dance competitions and Follow Your Dreams competitions, which actually have pageants and 17 years. So I'm a childcare educator as well. So I'm pretty and did a postgrad last year in early childhood. So
all right. So presumably you heard my conversation, which I recorded earlier with Carmen Powell, and you've heard the conversation so far with Catherine Manning. Is there anything that you want to say right now in response to what's been said so far?
I think it's really sad that a lot of people base their information on US pageantry, and I believe that Australian pageantry is different to US pageantry.
Well, how is it different then? This is what Carmen kept telling me over and over. But how is it different here? What's going to be different?
Well, we don't judge on facial beauty, and I actually have appeared on Toddlers and Tiaras. I've been an international judge, and I have seen how Toddlers and Tiaras works. It's a reality show. It's not real. I've seen the producers interviewing the clients to be on the show, and they're looking for crazy mothers. And the US pageantry is a way of life. It's common as soccer and AFL football. Everybody does it, particularly in the South. And it's different to here, and I think it's unfair.
So let me be clear about that. The entertainment, as much as anything, lies in focusing on you said, crazy mothers. This is the obsessed parents and the lengths they go to. Is that right?
In the US, that is, I think Toddlers and Tiaras is a particular audience. They like to, if you watch the show, you'll see...
Well, I'm aware of it, but, I haven't seen enough of it to really comment.
And what the media focuses on here is all the crazy antics that you see on that show, which I've been to the pageants in the US, and it's not real. And as most reality shows, any reality show that you watch, they edit it, they spice it up, and that's what makes me frustrated, is that I welcome anybody, including Catherine, to come to my pageant, and which runs as well as the dance competitions at the same time. It's not a freestanding pageant. And you'd probably be more horrified with some of the dance moves and some of the lack of costumes that some people choose to put their children in. And that's what concerns me, is that we don't judge on facial beauty. It's an overall package.
All right. Okay. Well, hang on, Kylie. Let me see if I can get a reaction from Catherine, who's still on the line. What do you say, Catherine?
Well, there are a lot of contradictions there. I mean, I must say that, some of those categories that some of the Australian pageants do include are Prettiest Eyes and Prettiest Smile, which is about facial beauty. Regardless of that, it's still a competition based on beauty. It's still a beauty pageant. And we are talking also about Universal Royalty, which is the US pageant that is coming to Sydney in June. And I would really like to hear a response to what the difference is between the American pageants and the Australian pageants, because I really don't think, I think it's sort of smoke and mirrors. I think they're actually very much the same thing.
All right. Let's get a response from Kylie on that. What do you say, Kylie?
Catherine, have you ever been to an Australian pageant?
I have.
Okay, well, you can come to mine any day. We don't have best eyes, prettiest hair, all those kind of things. It's judged on an overall package, on their modelling ability, their overall performance, just like a dance competition. Their grooming, just like a dance competition. Their modelling ability, which is the same as dance ability. They come and do lessons regularly. It's so similar, and we're not looking for crazy mothers. It's a fabulous way to build confidence, self-esteem, exactly like dancing, calisthenics, gym. I've got 4 children who are involved in lots of different things, and I don't see... I've been to the US. My daughter has competed in pageants in the US. I don't see what you see on the TV. It's not real, and it's not fair that the media constantly focuses on these things.
But it sounds to me like you're talking more about a talent quest. You have a talent quest for children,
no.
which is a different kettle of fish.
No, we run a beauty pageant. We run a pageant. We have a formal section. We have an interview section. We have an outfit of choice section. We run a pageant. And the information that the media portrays is incorrect. And that's what us in the pageant community in Australia are so tired of. We're tired of you looking at Edenwood doesn't even do pageants anymore, and the ABC have got a picture of Edenwood on their website. She's been retired for 18 months.
Well, clearly that's just because obviously people recognise her from last year, and it's basically bringing up the same issue. It doesn't matter who the children are or who their poster girls are. There's always going to be someone else to step into that place if we allow this type of competition to go ahead.
All right. Can I just interrupt because I appreciate the fact that you ladies are ventilating the issue the way you are, but I am kind of running out of time. Catherine, is your position, you are the organizer of Pull the Pin, that these shows ought to be banned in this country?
I think that there should be restrictions placed on on how we judge children. I think that's the bottom line.
So you don't want to ban them outright, but you want to change them. So from what Kylie is saying, is it closer to what you'd find acceptable or no?
Well, sure. If it's just a talent quest and you're not judging children on what they look like, you're not putting them into this narrow box and saying this is what you need to conform to, and then we're going to judge you on how well you fit that mould. Well,
all right. Well, we'll just hang on a second. Don't hang up there. Kylie, last word from you. What do you say?
Come and watch a pageant. Come and see the thrill of the kids. Come and see what it's like. Don't judge them from the media because the media doesn't portray it in a fair manner, and that's all we want from the pageant community in Australia. All
right, just hang on there a second. Catherine, would you be prepared to go and see one of Kylie's shows?
Look, I'd be prepared to go. I have been, and I don't think that it's really necessary for me to go. I guess I'm happy to go along. I think if there's,
But the feeling I get is it wouldn't change your mind. That's what you're saying.
Well, look, I understand what happens. I know what happens there.
Yeah. All right.
I'd be happy to go, though, if that made other people feel better that I'd actually been to one of your pageants, Kylie.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe you will go along and we'll talk again. Meantime, I got the news coming up, but Catherine, I appreciate you coming on the program. Kylie, I appreciate your interest in calling in. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Catherine Manning is organizer of the Pull the Pin group, and Kylie Drew is Annette Hill's in charge, but Kylie Drew assists Annette with running the Universal Royalty Pageants in Australia. The pageants